Get ready for the action, because we are diving straight into the NBA chaos. We start with the Golden State Warriors facing a critical crossroads. The team is struggling with players on the wrong side of 30 and serious injuries, and we break down the 5 essential moves the Warriors absolutely need to make right now to keep that dynasty momentum alive. We examine the roster crunch and the tough decisions ahead for Golden State.
Stop using your finger for notes, sketches, and edits. This Jam Jake stylus pen gives your iPad a smoother, more precise writing feel with palm rejection so your hand can rest naturally on the screen. It charges fast, works for hours, and comes with replacement tips. Perfect for school, work, or creative projects. Check the link in the comments to grab it on Amazon.
Next up, we look at the fallout from the Golden State Warriors season and what it means for their future. We are talking about 4 key players who might not be back after this play-in disaster. We analyze why Kristaps Porzingis, Al Horford, Seth Curry, and D'Anthony Melton are all facing major decisions, and whether this signals a real change of guard in the Bay. The focus shifts to the Atlanta Hawks and the future of their young talent. We examine Jonathan Kuminga's evolving situation following recent rumors involving Giannis Antetokounmpo. NBA insider Jake Fisher reveals the Hawks' actual plans for Kuminga and CJ McCollum, and why the superstar trade speculation might not be what you think it is. Finally, we pivot to a surprising story connecting the WNBA and the NBA world. We explore the unexpected coaching dynamic between Kaya Stokes and Sugar Rogers, who were WNBA roommates, and now one is coaching the other with the Valkyries. This connection shows how relationships can shape careers, and we wrap up by telling you not to miss the rest of the game. The Golden State Warriors face a critical juncture in their dynasty, requiring 5 strategic moves to maintain their dominance amid roster challenges. Following an upset win against the Los Angeles Clippers and a subsequent loss to the Phoenix Suns in the play-in game, the team is contending with players nearing the age of 30, recovering from serious injuries, and managing multiple expiring contracts. The team's high payroll, anchored by Stephen Curry and Jimmy Butler, limits roster construction, forcing the Warriors to rely heavily on second-round picks and unsigned G League developments. While this strategy has yielded some successes, such as Gui Santos developing into an average power forward, and Quinton Post and Trace Jackson-Davis emerging as capable backup centers, it has also resulted in roster spots being allocated to late-round picks rather than reliable, long-term veteran contributors. A key priority involves the coaching situation. With the current coach unsigned and reportedly citing an expiration date, for his job, the Warriors should offer the coach, a contract, perhaps a 2-year deal aligned with Curry's future, to secure the 4-time champion's services, noting that coaching salaries do not count against the salary cap. Defensively, the team must address the liability posed by Draymond Green. Despite his defensive prowess, his offensive struggles and propensity for technical fouls are significant concerns. The team should explore cutting Green's cap number for the next season by offering him a lower-value, long-term deal, especially given his substantial player option. Regarding the draft, the Warriors must consider moving up from the number 11 lottery position in June. Moving up could significantly improve the quality of immediate help available from a top 4 pick compared to a late lottery selection, even when factoring in long-term prospects. Finally, the team needs to secure the young talent of 23-year-old Podziemski. Despite some fan skepticism, Podziemski has demonstrated exceptional efficiency and leadership, leading the NBA in charges drawn as a rookie in 2023-24. The Warriors should prioritize securing him with a long-term contract, which should be structured affordably and extend beyond Curry's eventual departure. The Golden State Warriors' season concluded in significant disappointment, marked by frustration, and a second losing season following the emergence of the Steph Curry dynasty. With a veteran roster facing a critical juncture, several key players are on the verge of departing, signaling a potential shift in the team's direction. Kristaps Porzingis' tenure was underwhelming, featuring limited playing time and scoring below expectations, leading to questions about the team's significant investment in him. The future of star player Steph Curry remains uncertain, impacting championship contention. Al Horford's role this season raised questions about his fit, with his player option leaving his future with the team open to speculation of retirement. Similarly, Seth Curry, nearing 30 and primarily serving as a depth player, may also choose to step away. The offseason is poised to be pivotal as the Warriors must pivot toward a new generation of talent. D'Anthony Melton, a versatile bench player, is a potential candidate to decline his player option and enter free agency, as his skills make him attractive to teams seeking experienced guards. This roster's challenging season and play-in tournament appearance suggest an aging team facing a necessary restart. Jonathan Kuminga's future has gained renewed clarity following recent rumors surrounding Giannis Antetokounmpo. The Atlanta Hawks currently hold a $24.3 million team option on the young forward, placing him at a critical juncture in his career. While the team experienced a disappointing end to their first-round playoff series, speculation intensified regarding a potential blockbuster trade for Antetokounmpo. However, new information on Saturday suggests the Hawks are not planning to pursue the superstar this summer. NBA insider Jake Fisher of the Stein Line reported that Atlanta is not expected to trade for Antetokounmpo, instead focusing on solidifying the futures of Jonathan Kuminga and mid-season acquisition CJ McCollum. Fisher stated, "I've received no indication to this point that the Hawks have designs on pursuing Antetokounmpo via trade this summer." He added that the team prefers to concentrate on internal improvement and addressing the future of McCollum and Kuminga, alongside coach Quinn Snyder, who has only one season remaining on his contract. Analysts suggest that pairing Antetokounmpo with Jalen Johnson while retaining Kuminga is not a viable scenario due to overlapping skill sets and positions. Furthermore, the financial implications of such a trade involving Kuminga were not indicated as a factor at this stage. This development contrasts with previous failed trade attempts involving Kuminga, such as the one the Warriors pursued, which would have likely included him and Draymond Green. Kuminga's move to the Hawks, following his tenure with the Golden State Warriors, signals a shift. With the Warriors' chapter closed, Kuminga is reportedly in a position to be re-signed by the Hawks on a significant multi-year deal this offseason, as Atlanta now views him as a long-term asset. Former WNBA roommates Kaya Stokes and Sugar Rogers have transitioned into a coaching relationship, with Rogers now coaching Stokes as a key addition to the Valkyries. The dynamic evolved from shared living arrangements during their time with the New York Liberty in 2015 to a professional coaching bond. Stokes, a 12-year veteran, and Rogers, who retired after the 2020 season, initially coexisted in a hotel room, developing a friendship based on mutual respect and shared quietness. Rogers described the relationship as a natural progression built through proximity and repetition, noting that their ease stemmed from a lack of forced interaction. This established bond has now shifted into a professional hierarchy where Rogers serves as a coach to Stokes on the Valkyries. On the court, Rogers' coaching style is characterized by directness and accountability, immediately addressing performance. Off the court, the friendship remains, with Rogers still being referred to as Sug, but the coaching role introduces a new layer of intensity. This professional evolution highlights a broader theme in the WNBA, where personal connections continue to shape professional trajectories amidst league changes. Stokes reflects on her career shift, noting that while the league has changed significantly, the foundational relationships built in earlier eras persist. Her move to the Golden State Valkyries was underpinned by a clear vision and the presence of familiar faces, including former connections with GM Ohima Nyanin and coach Natalie Nakase, as well as her longtime roommate, Rogers, whose involvement has now propelled her career forward.